My name is Jamie King. I'm going to be sharing with you today Penelope the Pumpkin. It was written by myself and my mom, Charlie Lovejoy. We are currently in the process of looking for a publisher for this story. This story is dedicated to children everywhere who are creating their own personalities. Many, many Octobers ago, there was a little valley village known as Haunted Hounds. The village was called Haunted Hounds because the ghosts of the most beloved hounds resided in the village cemetery. There were hounds of all kinds: wolfhounds, bloodhounds, greyhounds, deerhounds, coonhounds, and basset hounds. And their spirits kept the secret of Haunted Hounds, a huge pumpkin patch that bloomed just before Halloween. Every October, as the moonlight followed the mist, the pack of ghosts crept to the cemetery to pick pumpkins for the hounds' Halloween party. As the old iron gates creaked open, the ghosts stared in surprise. Right before their eyes, in the thick of the patch, sat the biggest pumpkin any hound had ever seen. Her name was Penelope, Penelope the Pumpkin. Penelope was round as round could be. She was the color of the brightest harvest moon. Her skin was as smooth as a rose petal, and oh, was she big! All the ghost hounds' eyes bugged out. Their ears popped up and their tongues hung down. They stared in disbelief. Each hound sniffed all around Penelope and then went about its business choosing a special pumpkin of its own. Penelope sat silently as her petite companions like Pennifer, Primrose, Prunella, Philomena, and even Petula were chosen. But no one chose Penelope. Too big, too big, too big, the hound said. I'll have better luck tomorrow, thought Penelope. Tonight would be Halloween, and once more, the pack of ghost hounds came to choose party pumpkins. Again, Penelope waited as the hounds picked her pumpkin pals, but never Penelope, because she was just too big. By the end, all the pumpkins were gone, except Penelope. Now there were just empty vines and old pet markers, and Penelope. As the night shades dropped, Penelope thought all about her pumpkin friends who now had such beautiful faces of their own. They would be part of all the howling and feasting at the hounds' Halloween party. Oh, how she wished she had a beautiful face too. Then horrible, scary thoughts made her pumpkin flesh turn cold. Maybe the ghosts will let me rot and be fertilizer for next year's pumpkins. They might let me win the biggest pumpkin pie contest. Or even worse, they'll stick me on top of a long pointy pole where everyone will just laugh at the pumpkin that was never picked. But what could Penelope do? Her vine was like a huge rope holding her in place. Without a mouth, she couldn't talk. Without eyes, she couldn't see. Without a face, she couldn't be a happy pumpkin. The only thing she could do was sit there and be afraid. Penelope was about to give up all hope when the moon above her flickered and glistened and grew and glowed until suddenly a very old, powerful wizard named Wendell appeared. Who are you? Penelope thought. Her thought was answered. I am Wendell the Wizard, caretaker of the ghost hounds, and I have a very soft heart for all pumpkins. Why are you still here, Penelope? Wendell asked. Because no one picked me. I'm too big. Penelope, big is beautiful too. Yes, Wendell, but what good does that do me? I'm still stuck here in the pumpkin patch all alone. You know, Penelope, there are 3 things we can do about your situation. 1, I can wave my cranky magic wand and make all pumpkins big, so everyone will be big, just like you. 2, I can wave my cranky magic wand and make you petite, so you will be the same size as all your little pumpkin pals. Or 3, I can wave my cranky magic wand and give you a big, beautiful smile. So what will it be, Penelope? Penelope paused and pondered. Well, Wendell, if all my friends were big like me, I wouldn't be special anymore, would I? Wendell listened but didn't answer. And Wendell, if I were small like everyone else, I'd just be an ordinary pumpkin. What I really want, more than anything, is to be happy. So I'll take the smile. Wendell waved his cranky magic wand and poof! Penelope suddenly had a face. There was one big problem, however. Wendell the Wizard's cranky magic wand gave Penelope an upside-down face. So instead of being a happy smile, it was a downcast frown. "Oops," Wendell whispered. "Wendell, I don't feel happy at all. I feel very sad. Are you sure you gave me a really good face?" "Well, Wendell mumbled. "You know, I do the best I can. Magic isn't perfect. And by the way, my wand isn't what it used to be." For the first time in her life, Penelope felt unhappy. "I was better off without a face. Now I feel sad all the time. Look, Wendell, I don't want to sound like an ungrateful pumpkin, but can't you use your magic to give me a really happy face?" "I'm sorry," said Wendell. "That kind of magic only comes from deep within you." But the wizard saw Penelope's unhappiness, and in his wisdom waved his wand one last time to set her free from the vine. "I'm free! I'm free!" she exclaimed. Penelope decided she was not going to just sit there and rot. So she rocked and swayed and rolled about the lonely cemetery, until finally she came to rest by the creaky iron gates. Penelope was free, but she still wasn't very happy. "I don't care if anybody thinks I'm big or silly or dumb. I'm going to be happy," Penelope shouted. She rolled and bounced and leaped until her face glowed like the harvest moon. "Happy Halloween! Happy Halloween!" Her joyful voice rang throughout the valley. A bright light of happiness started to burn within. Her deep, dark frown changed into a radiant golden beam. Penelope's light burned so brightly that all the ghosts of haunted hounds were drawn to her magical warmth. Then Rory, Lady, Calhoun, and Billy Bob formed a parade with Penelope's pumpkin pals. All night long, the ghost hounds and pumpkins howled and danced as Penelope led the Halloween party. And from that night and every Halloween thereafter, Penelope's magic never went away. Some think they're too big, too small, too short, or too tall, but to be happy is the most important of all.